Blades Ramble are proudly supported by our main channel sponsor, My Business Group, a group of brands designed to support owners, leaders and managers in business. We would not be where we are without the incredible support of John and the team. If you're looking to grow your business, contact mybusinessgroup.co.uk today for more information or follow the link in the description below.
Blades fans, subscribe to Blades Ramble. Up the Blades.
What is happening, Blades? And welcome back to the Blades Ramble. I am, of course, Jimmy, and this is your watch-along of Coventry, top of the table Coventry, versus Sheffield United. Now, if there's one thing we can predict about Sheffield United this season, it's that we are very predictable. Well, maybe not so. Look at this lineup. Well, you're not going to look at that lineup because that's just gone off screen. But the lineup that I think Stream Builder have set up here, I think might actually be the lineup. Let's go back to it. 3-4-1-2. Something we've been calling for. Something a lot of us have been calling for. If it does turn out to be this formation, then people like myself, and it's not everybody, but people like myself cannot moan too much. Look, the Tom Cannon inclusion is surprising. But if this is the formation it turns out to be, then I am excited to see it. It may not be. It may not be. It may well still be the 4-2-3-1 in some form or fashion. And that would be Ogbeni on the right, maybe Callum O'Hare on the left and Tom Cannon in the 10, or flipping them both round. But Wilder did talk about, when he was questioning on Tom Cannon in the press conference, he spoke about Tom Cannon not having a chance in his preferred position. So, to me, this may well be the right formation for Sheffield United. So just to double check, this is what we're setting up like today. It's Cooper in goal. We think Tanganga, me and McGuinness at the back. McGuinness will likely be the middle of the three, I would think. I think it's going to be four across the middle. Right wing back, you've got Cheo Ogbeni. Left wing back will be Sam McCallum. In the middle, Siddy Peck, who doesn't get the rest that a few people have called for. And Gyro returns to the side for Samari. I think it's Callum O'Hare in the 10 and Tom Cannon and Tyrese Campbell up front as a 2. I am very, very surprised, but pleasantly surprised if this is the team that he's going to go with. You can see here the opposition, how they line up in a 4-3-3, much like Matt SB told us they would do. Have they got him just about exactly how he said? Yes, it is pretty much. So there's Van Uwijk at right back. Bobby Thomas, who we know all about because we were linked heavily with him in the summer at centre-half. Liam Kitchen and De Silva as the left-back. They've obviously got Carl Rushworth in goal as well, who we were heavily linked with in the summer before we purchased Michael Cooper. They've got a midfield three of Josh Eccles, Victor Torp and Matt Grimes. Again, somebody who a lot of Sheffield United fans were keen on us looking at. They got him for a snip from Swansea, about 4 million quid. He's now wearing their captain's armband. And up front, a real dangerous combination of Sakamoto, Haji Wright, who will likely be the point of the attack, and Brandon Thomas Asante, who is so far on ratings alone, in goals and assists and all that sort of thing, he's the player of the season in the Championship. So, the top of the league and the top of the league for a reason. Last time out, they got beaten by Wrexham. Ugh. But nobody's claiming them to be an invincible side. The thing we have to fear is a bounce back. I'm very surprised and pleasantly surprised at this team that we're potentially playing here. I didn't think it would go for such a drastic change that can question it. Arguably, it leaves us a little bit more vulnerable and open against such a strong side. However, I do think it's a better way of us going for. I just think it suits our players better. You look at. Let's go back to this team again. Look at this team, and if they're all playing where they're playing here, there's only really Ogbeni that I could argue isn't playing in his strongest position, and that's negligible because some people like him there anyway. if the fact that Femi Sariki is back on the bench, when the lineups came out, we put it in the Platinum chat, we were talking about it, I thought it was leaning towards a 3-4-1-2. We still don't know if that's the case. This is just a presumed lineup. But the fact that Femi Sariki was back on the bench, a bona fide wing back, if we're right. So you swap Benny out for Sariki, and that is people playing in their strongest positions. It's square pegs for square holes, round pegs for round holes, all them sort of cliches you want to use. That is players playing where they should be playing. And I think it suits us. I think it really suits us as a squad at the moment. So I'm quietly not confident for the game that we'll go and turn Coventry over who are top of the league and free scoring. But I'm quietly confident that this is another step in the right direction. We have to remember tonight, this is the toughest test of the season so far. And it would be the toughest test even if we were going well. Because Coventry have lost that one game last time out, but other than that, they were averaging 3 goals a game, and they've started absolutely incredibly, and this is one little blip for them. We have been blighted by blips throughout the whole season. We've been poor. We've been very poor, and we're still trying to find and navigate our way through what is the best way back. I think this is a long way towards it. So delighted with the team. Delighted with the team's a bit strong. Delighted at the potential formation change. So, yeah, I love the fact that Gyro's in. I would have personally rested City. If we're going to go this formation, I would have looked at bringing Sariki in, but I understand that Wilder's not hot on Sariki at the moment, as you could tell by the press conference. We'll just look at our bench as well while we've got the teams up. There's Adam Davis, obviously the substitute goalkeeper, Tyler Bindon, Danny Ings, Andre Brooks, Harrison Burrows, Samari, Tom Davis, Ryan One and Sariki. So with 2 strikers on the bench ready to come on. Tom Davis, a lot would argue, is certainly one of, if not our strongest midfielders when fit. Dave the Nose is a big proponent of that. Samari's obviously been playing well in fits and starts. Burrows, we all know there's a player in there. He's just not shown it this season, unfortunately, apart from that one cameo appearance off the bench. Danny Ings, bags of talent at this age. You question whether he needs a run in the side to sort of grease his wheels a little bit. Some believe that Tyler Bindon might work better in a 3. Is he now, being loosely considered? I know he's made the bench a few times. It's not often you bring a centre-half on during a game, but if we're 3 at the back and McGuinness's form dips or Mee's form dips, I find it highly unlikely Tanganga comes out of the side. But is Bindon in with a shout of being that 4th choice? Is he in with a shout of creeping in should somebody's form be hit? And Andre Brooks, obviously, again, another one that's quite hot and cold, but we've seen him play really well this season on that left-hand side. So, and can play left wing-back. So, I think there's potential here for a really good... it's more natural for the team and the squad for me. That's how I take it. So I'm on my own tonight. No, Jordan Motson is in Fuerteventura. We may get a flying visit from him at half-time, which would be great. But I thought we might take this opportunity, because we don't often get it, to not use this. Should we see what this is all about? Should we check this one? Should we see if this new scoreboard, the bigger scoreboard that, if George's on screen with me, will be like this. But because he's not, we can try out a bigger scoreboard. Look, I tell you what, the excitement never stops on the Blades Ramble. Cannot tell you. So yes, let's crack on and get into your comments before kick-off, because I'll be honest, I've no idea how this is going to go. I've not led on a watch-along for a long, long time, and that does require some element of multitasking. You all know me now. Sorry, is all I'll say. Paul says, "Hi Jimmy, I hope you're well. Family okay? We must win it away at the Sky Blues. It won't be easy, but I hope the Blades lads put a shift in and show us they can get the job done, mate. Top show, up the Blades, up the Ramble." Paul, I love you, mate. You are fairly new to the platform, and I appreciate you jumping on and joining us. Very, very welcome here. I slightly disagree in terms of we must win this game. I think we have to manage our expectations for this game. I'm not one of those that will say, narrow defeat, but if the performance is good, because points on the board is what matters. I will be happy with a point here. You have to be happy with a point here, surely. And saying we must go and win is a little bit strong for me. But I know what you're saying. We need to start getting points on the board. Undoubtedly we do. But I think to set the tone at being we need to go to league leaders and turn them over on our current form is unlikely at best. Sam with a Blades, top man. Wata with the same. Joe says Wilder needs to drop his ego, if that's the right term. His determination to keep playing a certain style with certain players is mesmerising. See, I don't know if you assume that we're sticking to the same formation, Joe. I know you may be alluding to like the City Peck selection or even the Campbell/Cannon selection. I don't know. But I don't think he's stuck to the same formation. So we'll see. Louis says, evening chaps. What chap? Well, chap, it's me, I'm afraid. And what a fine evening for 3 points away from home. I said Tom Cannon had scored tonight and was laughed out of town on the basis he wouldn't play. I mean, he's on the pitch. 2-1 Blades with an industrial performance. Up the Ramble, like and subscribe. Lewis, I just want to say thank you to you for doing your Meet the Platinum Ramblers video, because I've been putting a few of those together this afternoon. I think I've done 5 of those this afternoon. And they're all fantastic. Thank you to everyone that's participated in that little mini-series for the Platinums, because I've really enjoyed them, and you're all very kind. But I think you will enjoy seeing each other's as well. We'll be happy with a point from this game, says Water. Me too. I think you've got to be. Mitch says, is Tom Cannon off the left? I don't think so. I don't rule it out completely, because the only thing... I started off by saying Sheffield United are predictable. And I think we are during the game. And I think up to this point, you've been able to predict that we're going to play 4-2-3-1. But with the players selected, surely it's not a 4-2-3-1. Surely not. Matt says, looks like a 3-4-1-2 with wing-backs and 2 up top. God, I hope so. Please. It's still going to be a nightmare watch, though. I hope I'm wrong, but can't see anything more than a 3-0 Cov win. Sam reckons it's Blades 2-1. Eric says, with lineup, Wilder once again showing how stubborn he is, sticking 2 fingers up at us fans. Selecting Cannon shows he hasn't got a clue. Interesting take, Eric. And look, I love that Eric comes on and he's always quite strong on his opinions with it. Don't mind that at all. Is it last chance saloon for Tom Cannon tonight? I stuck with it for so long, and I will always try and be positive, and I'll support him tonight, obviously, like we all will. But do we believe that he's going to be the difference? We've got to, haven't we? But do we really? I don't know. I'm hoping he can change a lot of our minds, because there must be a player in there. Brett says, I expect to see a Blades performance and effort minimum. It'll come. This is the day Peck gets that goal, and it will be a winner. Helen says, well, that team's going to absolutely embarrass Coventry then. Hang on, Chrissy Wilder. I don't think you can hear it, so I'll talk through it. The 5 goals that we've conceded over the last 2 games have always been mistakes by us. In and out of possession, we've been okay. Played against 2 tough teams. Preston away, Derby at home. But the goals we've conceded are poor from our point of view. Tom Cannon in. What's the thinking there? Just a little nudge. Trying to give ourselves the best opportunity to win a game. That was it. A couple of questions. Just a little nudge. We always want to give ourselves the best opportunity to win a game. Little nudge. Is that 2 up top? Is it 2 up top? Possibly. Alex says, we wanted 2 up top. Shame one of them is like playing with 10 men. Can't say that. That's awful. Ian says, evening, Jimmy. Looking forward to this. Fancy us to provide an upset, which hopefully will be the turning point. 3-1 Blades. Love that, Ian. Love that, mate. Right. Where were we? Sorry, just taking a drink for audio listeners. Stephen says, evening all. I'll take a positive performance tonight. Hoping 2 up top works. Something needed to change. Come on, you red and white wizards. Up the Blades. Up the Ramble. Gaz Dunn, the man in black, says, let's be honest, no one's seen that lineup coming. No, they have not, pal. You're right. Absolutely right. Matt says, if we focus on actually going forward and creating proper chances, then our strikers might stand a chance. Seems simple, doesn't it? It sounds really simple, that, Matt. We haven't been doing it. We have not been doing it. So, you're right. Absolutely right. Dave Death, who, I'm not sure whether that's your real name. I hope not, in a way, but obviously you do you. I reckon this is Chris telling him to do what he's paid for and score. I hope so, mate. I hope so. He keeps getting chances chucked at him, doesn't he? Well, I think if it is two up top, there's no more excuses. There's no more excuses for Cannon. You could start to argue other players as well, but certainly Tom Cannon, who we've been crying out for using in a 2. I think Tyrese Campbell will benefit from being in a 2. Certainly with Callum O'Hare behind them both as well, who's been so good and so busy. We'll wait and see what plays out. Really hoping Cannon can nick one tonight, says Matt Lockblade. Would love to see him push on a bit with some confidence behind him. Can you imagine if he bags 1, even 2 tonight in a partnership and then starts to establish himself in this team? It is not beyond the realms of possibility. It's also not very likely, but could happen. Rich says, shocked at the lineup, was hoping for 3 at the back and 2 wing-backs. Cannon starting. I'm a huge Wilder fan, but the lineup is very questionable. Why is Ings still not getting a sniff? Is he fit? I don't know. We're speculating. Is he looking sharp in training? I think he's looked okay when he's come on, if I'm honest. I certainly don't think he's a 10. I've done that to death because I'm very strong on that. Why on earth was Danny Ings playing in the 10 for those little fleeting appearances? But I don't think Danny Ings is good as a 1 on his own up top. I think Tyrese Campbell is our best option as a sole striker, and he's been bang out of form. So I would personally be going with Campbell and Ings, but if he's choosing Cannon, then it's for a reason, isn't it? So we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see how it comes off tonight. Mark Meldrew says, evening, Jimmy. Hope you're well, mate. I'm very well, mate. Thank you. Hope you are too. I have to be honest, I'll be amazed if we get anything from this, and that's just the feeling I've got. I can't see these not scoring at least 2. We'll see, mate. We'll see. Cooler King says, I don't know what comes after the last chance saloon, but that's where Tom Cannon is. I can't see the Blades keeping a clean sheet, and I can't see them scoring more than 1, so I'm going 3-1 Cov. Cooler King. I love that you're a neutral, but sometimes I just don't like what you say. I'm only joking, obviously. Can you imagine if it's made up of last chance players? Oh, it would be in that last chance player. For me, that would be Ogbenny, Cannon. McGuinness is getting close. Anyway. Sariki's on the bench, says S. Yes, he is. On a serious note, says Lewis, just want to see some accountability in us competing in those 1v1 duels without making daft mistakes. A better performance and to come away with something. They're not Brazil 1970. Correct. Well said, mate. Sheila's Wheel says, evening, Jimmy. Well, here we go. Is it 2 up front? As long as a decent performance, then I'm okay with that. Hope for the best, but not too confident. Same. Tom says, evening, Mr. Ramble. We meet again. Absolutely right, mate. 5 streams in 2 days this. There'll soon be 6 streams. We're live with 90 after 90 after this. But it makes it slightly better that we get to watch along with the Ramble family. Top man. Hi, Jim. Congratulations on the 10K. Thank you, the Sheffield 1889. Martin says, evening, Jim. Hope I'm wrong, but I think we're on to a hiding tonight. Up the Blades, up the Ramble. 10 minutes to kick off. JB Lead says, hi, guys. Hope you beat them today. Part of me wants you to suffer in League One, but part of me doesn't. That's fair enough, mate. There's old wounds, isn't there? We are rivals, after all, no matter if the fan bases have come a little bit closer together. Ray says, evening all. Well, I'll try and be positive, so 0-1 Blades win, but I will snatch your hand off for a point right now. Up the Blades, up all the Rambles, like and subscribe. Danny says, evening, Jimmy. Hopefully I'm seeing a 3-4-1-2. Up the Blades, up the Ramble, like and subscribe. Thank you, mate. Tom says, not the biggest fan of him dropping soulmate. Oh, that was Samari. And keeping Peck on, to be honest. Your soulmate, is he, Tom? Is he your soulmate? Oh, bless you and Gibril. But glad he's made a change to the formation. Scott says it's not 2 up front because Cannon's playing. Dave Morwood says, this is the view from the pasty. I'm positive tonight won't be nasty. Come on, Blades. Up all the Rambles, up the Blades, up the +5. I love that we're including my dad in the positive 5 just because he's fairly comfortable with Wilder coming back in. But I'm telling you, you are jumping to conclusions by including him. Apparently, Cannon is next to O'Hare. 3-4-2-1, says Jack. Yeah, I saw you put that in the chat, pal. You're obviously, I don't know where your info's coming from, but positive Jack, ITK. It's either a 3-2 loss, 2-2 draw, or a 2-1 win. I think there's definitely going to be a 2 involved here, Dave. Nige says, evening, pal and fellow Ramblers. Sorry to say, but this is going to be a very heavy loss. 7-0 Cov. Not happy with the lineup at all. Hope I'm wrong, but you can blame me. Up the Blades, up the Ramble, up behind the Ramble, like and subscribe. Thank you, mate. It's not going to be 7-0. It's not. You can clip that because it's not going to be. Jack says, don't really care what formation is as long as we put up a good fight. Glad to see Femi on the bench. Me too. Sonny Glasby from Glasby's Pallets. Top man. Sponsor of Ramble FC and Behind the Ramble. Evening, lads. I'll be honest. I'm massively fed up of United at the moment, but I do like the 2 up top. Hopefully no more shoe-on-in players into position that don't suit. Everyone please like and subscribe. Up the Ramble FC. Top man. Top man. Nice one, Sonny. Thank you, mate. Yeah, I'm a fan of the 2 up top too. Guys, it's sad, but it's time to accept League One, unfortunately. No, it's not. We'll see you next season, JB. We'll see you next season, pal. I think you know that as well. Gyro in the middle for the experience next to Peck to control that midfield. Their midfield is solid. Let's have a look. Mitch says, going to try and be as optimistic as I can be. Would love a draw at the moment, but I can't see it. Would just like to see a performance from all the lads. John Mack, fullback, says, at least it's something different. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I agree. We can't say he's not trying something, is it? Because we have been, a lot of us have been saying anyway, why is he so rigid with sticking to the 4-2-3-1? It's not working. Gaz says, evening, Jimmy. If no Jord, happy to jump on if you wish. Thank you, Gaz. But Jord's jumping on at half time and there's only one spot. I haven't set it up so there's multiple spots available. So apologies. I should have let you know, mate. I should have let Platinum Ramblers know. But if you've seen me behind the Ramble video from yesterday, you'll know my head's been spinning. ATB, he's the channel MVP, is in the building. Hey up, Jim. I'm missing the last ride of the holiday to cheer on the boys. Disappointed with the Cannon and Peck selections. But we'll be cheering them on regardless. See you soon. Yes, Dad, I will see you soon. Missed you. Hope you're having a great time. Where is everybody else? You can drop it in the comments because people want to know. Where's Layman Dave and Eki Outsal moved on to while you're sat watching the Blades? Positive Andy the Blade. Says Paul. Steve, there you go. I told you, didn't I? It was presumptuous to automatically gift him a position in the 5PB. It is 4PB, ladies and gents. I'm sorry. Steve Seagal says, hiya! I don't even want to watch Such Is Our Curse. Glenn Kamara says, Stuart McCall with a recall 23 years later. Yeah, nice. That's for the name cut off with McCallum, isn't it? Neil says, I saw Cov the other week against Watford. Yes, they won, but they don't look like the best team at the minute, to be honest. Nobody this season is setting the league on fire. I hope you're right, mate. I hope you're right. Andrew says, would have preferred Ings up top in a 2 over Cannon, but chuff we might be starting with 2 up top to help tie a decent bench tonight too. Players are out on the field. They're just shaking hands with each other along the lines as they tend to do. Tom Brammer says, I'd have Samari starting in this lineup for Peck. Let's hope Tom Davis gets his fitness up ASAP too. Ben says, I'm hoping for at least a point from tonight. Yeah, me too, pal. Tom says, well done, Jimmy, on 10k, marching on together up the Ramble. Thank you, Tom. Hope you're good, mate. Mr. V says, hi, Jimmy. Nice to see ATB dipping in to say hello and give his opinion on the lineup. Certainly is. Jack says, hello, Hamza. He's been watching that vid, hasn't he? Evening, Jimmy. 3-1 loss for the Blades, says Bry. Jimmy, you're never alone, pal. Loads of Ramblers with you. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Evening, Jimmy from Kings Lynn. Evening, Wayne. Thanks for joining us, pal. Julie says, great pick of you and the girls in the Sheffield Star. Yeah, it is a nice pick. I got in trouble. Well, I didn't get in trouble. That's a lie. But, they're on social media, are they? I thought we were keeping them out of social media, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, it's a great picture. I'm really pleased with it. And they were pleased with it as well. Scott says, wish I could have your optimism, Jimmy. I looked at that side against the league leaders and saw a guy come into central midfield who's not match fit and a guy up front who didn't make the bench on Saturday. You did see both of those things, to be fair, Scott. You definitely did see both of those things. Simon says, positive about tonight's game. The more time Wilder gets with the players on the training ground and getting them fitter, we'll start to get consistent points on the board. Come on, you Blades. Paul says, Jimmy, that does make me chuckle. Up the Blades, up all the rambles, like and subscribe. Mark says, I really hope we're going to go in 3 centre-backs and not Tanganga at right-back. Me too, mate. Imagine the turnaround if Cannon bags a couple. Can't see it, but imagine. I know, Rich. I know. Up the Blades, up the Ramble, like and subscribe. Paul says, I've decided to go with a watch-along and enjoy watching others with their emotions. Michael says, Jimmy, I'm absolutely flabbergasted at the lineup. Not a good look. Let's just hope yet again. But sorry, not good enough for me. Up the Blades, up the Ramble. There's going to be... it's Remembrance. It's difficult to know what to do with watch-alongs with these. But I'm going to, because it's Remembrance... I believe it's Remembrance. I couldn't hear, but in case it is, I'm going to respect it when it happens. So apologies for the dead air, but it's something I think we should do. Yeah, it's Cov's closest fixture to the... Still going, still talking about it, so... Oh, I wonder if it's a minute's applause, that'd be... No, it's not. A moment's silence. Done. Thank you for everybody sticking with us through that. Apologies, it's not great for a watch-along for you to just watch me sitting here, but there are things more important than a watch-along, aren't there? So to pay your respects to those that have fallen, it's very important to do, I think. So thank you, everyone. Tom says, with a $1.99 super chat, thank you, mate. Well done on the 10K, Jimmy. Keep rambling. We play better against teams that come at us, so hopefully there's a few chances for us, says Gage, but we need to keep that out of our goal. It'll do wonders for our confidence. I agree. Cole says, as a Cov fan, this will be a hard game for us and it can go any way. Yeah, best of luck, Cole, for after tonight. I hope we beat you. We're just going to be honest, mate. But thank you for joining us, pal. Content creator AB TV Director's Cut says, up the Blades, come on, up the Blades, up the Ramble. Thank you, mate. Kel says, evening, Jimmy, I hope you're well. Hoping 3 points away. Me too. It's optimistic, though, isn't it? Up the Blades, up the Ramble. Like and subscribe to the channel, everyone. Let's get this channel to 11K. Thank you. Jared says, let's hope Wilder's management of Cannon gets him firing tonight. Nice. Got a good feeling tonight. No idea why. Just a little nudge, says Mark Meldrew. Congrats again on your 10k, mate, says Holly. Thank you, mate. I'm confident. I'm confident corner tonight. I believe. Up the Blades, up the Ramble. 2-1. And we are off. We are off. I think, if I'm honest, I'm probably going to miss some comments. So, I mean, the timer will catch up. Don't worry about that. But I need to make sure. That I don't miss anything. John says, hi, Jimmy. You're a top Blades man. I went to see our women play Durham on Sunday. I think you girls would enjoy the experience. Back to reality, my heart sank when I saw Tom Cannon on the team sheet. I agree, John. I asked, we were busy on Sunday, but I did ask Sophie and Emily if they fancied going. Emily wasn't that bothered, I don't think, but Sophie probably would. And it was a good result, weren't it? I understand. So, well done on 10k, Jimmy. 2-1 Blades. Thank you, mate. This is a throw into Sheffield United. On the left-hand side. In the final third. Sam McCallum into the near post. Flicked on. Oh, and it's knocked out for a corner. Woo! Nice flick on from Tanganga. Right across towards the far post. And Hadji Wright puts it out for a corner ball. Well done, Jaff. McCallum now comes across to the other side to take the corner for an in-swinger. Corner from McCallum, headed away. Oh my goodness me. So that were a... I'm going to watch the replay for this just to make sure I get it right. Corner comes in. It's headed out by Bobby Thomas, I think. It's like a volley. It's a volley from Riedwald that's going well wide, but it smacks McGuinness on the head. And for some reason, the ref's blown. Rushworth saved it anyway. But it was just an odd way of the ball making its way towards the goal. So Rushworth now with the free kick, I suppose. All Blades so far, 2 minutes in. As Coventry finally start to settle and get a bit of possession. Van Uwick gives it away. McCallum gives it away. Tom Cannon almost gets there, to be fair. It wasn't his to win. Offside against Hadji Wright. Long ball over at top to Tyrese Campbell, who does well on left-hand side. Gets a cross into the box. Tom Cannon tries to get in front of his man, but it's cleared. Oh, it's a foul by McCallum. Good start, United. Good start. I hope it's two up front, as poor old Cannon hasn't been playing in a system that suits him. Poacher in the box playing off a partner is his game, not trying to hold the ball up on his own against big lads. It is two up top. So, this is interesting. It looks like four at the back. And it looks like City's doing a man-for-man job on Matt Grimes. They're just talking about it on commentary now. Matt Grimes is deep for Coventry. So if City's doing a man job on him, City will be much further forward for us than usual. Peck's done well there. Tom Cannon looks quite lively as well, I have to say. Not saying he's done an awful lot, but he's mobile. Generally can't decide who's the worst at the moment. Wilder, our awful squad, or the invisible owners. At least 3-0 defeat tonight. I really hope I'm wrong, says John. Will says, now then, absolutely dreading this game, but I think by the end of this watch-along, I'll officially have spent more time with the misses in the last 48 hours. Up the Blades, up the Ramble. Top man. Ogbenny with the long ball forward. Trying to work out this formation here now. No, it could well be it. Oh, that's weak. Callum Aware. He's going to get a boot to chuff tonight, isn't he? It's just sloppy. Sakamoto gets to the ball first, and Aware just clumsily bundles into him. It's a free kick. It's just sloppy from Aware. It's a dangerous free kick now to Cov. Paolo says, probably going to watch until we can see, then change over to the Liverpool game, but still be tuned into the Ramble, of course. Thank you, mate. Cross comes in. Headed clear, but only as far as... Oh, it's saved by Cooper at the near post. Out for a corner, couldn't hold on to it. I think it's Josh Eccles. Okay, so headed out by McGuinness, but it drops to, I think it's Eccles. Cooper, he's down well. He does well. He does what he needs to do, but I'd like him to hold that if he can. It's out for a corner. So corner from, it's going to be an in-swinger, right-footed. Long ball in. Ben Mee heads clear. Benny heads directly down to their man. Oh, who has a shot and it's blocked by a Cov man, thankfully. Benny. And it's scooped clear, like scrambled clear essentially by Sheffield United, back into the Coventry half. Up the Ramble, congrats for yesterday. Couldn't watch live, hands down the best Blades channel, unlike some others that are just provocative. Now down to the game. I'm hoping this is Cannon's moment to break through. Thank you, Stick. Hope you're good, mate. John says, come on, you red and white wizards from Oz. Thank you, pal. Tom says, hoping for the start of Cannon redemption arc tonight, but I'm bracing already for a heavy loss. Okay, so Campbell lets the ball roll through to O'Hare, who's robbed of possession, which the Cov fans love. Sakamoto now running through the middle. Gets the ball out wide to Mason Clark. Is it? No, it's Thomas Asante. They'll do well to get it to Mason Clark. I don't think he's playing. See what I mean? Where's Jord when you need him? Right, it's going out of play for a Sheffield United goal kick. No danger. Uruguay White says, hope you manage to get the Chip Butty song finished before you concede. Only joking, and good luck tonight against Fat Frank. Correa says, if it is too up top and we get hammered, I don't know where to go from there. Hopefully we can find something tonight, but I'm worried. Come on, you red and white wizards. Susie Q says, I said a few weeks ago I was worried we wouldn't go too up top, as how do you drop either Cal or Gus? The fact Gus got injured and we still only had one up. I've been fuming at Wilder. In a better mood now. Nice one. Best of luck, Jim Bobberoonie, says Mike. Marching on together up the Ramble. Top man. And ball. Ugh. Oh, Adji Wright just offside, and it's good because he got between McGuinness and me there. Scottish Blade says, hi Jimmy, when I were a kid we used to watch Doctor Who from behind the sofa. That's where I'm hiding tonight. Paul G says, as a Leeds fan I like to watch Chef just to remind myself it could be worse. Lol. Matthew says, we gave Rian 5 seasons to get going, so do we owe the same to Cannon? Paul says, hi Jimmy, Blades will win. Sky Blues 0-2, buddy. Okay, nice one, thank you. Oh, McCallum gives the ball away, but Peck manages to nick in and just flicks it away, but it's back to Coventry. Rushworth Smashes the ball clear. It's up to Thomas Asante, but Tanganga wins it. Tom Cannon now with a nice little flick through. Oh, Peck just mistimes it. If it bounced and he didn't judge the bounce. My God. And it's a free kick to Coventry. Another silly free kick to give away by Tanganga this time. God, what a lineup that is for Cov. Got goals all over the pitch. Exciting young manager who's got a point to prove and a hard physical backline with a quality keeper. Everything our side is missing, says Sonny. Not wrong, mate. Here come Cov down right-hand side. Crossed in. Head clear by Ben Mee. Sakamoto on edge at box. Twisting and turning. And, yeah, McCallum buys it. And it's a free kick. Hi, Jim. Do you worry about Sheffield United once the parachute payments stop? Yes. Anybody would, obviously. May they never grow old. Well said, Paul. Absolutely right, mate. Aldi says he's booked. Sam McCallum's booked for back-chatting the referee about that. Absolutely ridiculous. Aldi says, hey, Jimmy, you're winning this like we're going to beat Hull. Both matches 2-0 wins. Please don't jinx us, Aldi, but thank you for the support, mate. Louis says, early observation, Cov didn't look very comfortable on those two corners at the start. Keep working that. We look a bigger side overall. Tom Cannon looks like he's up for this. Mogga thinks it's more a 4-4-2. Still giving away silly fouls, says Jack. Free kick now. Shot parried by Cooper. Parried by Cooper. Thankfully, Tanganga's the first one there. He's got to keep hold of it. He's got to keep hold of it. That's twice, I think. He looks shaky, Michael Cooper, and I don't like it. Thank you, cuz. Please support the stream and drop a like. That will be appreciated. Long, deep corner, and it's out of play for a goal kick. Come on, Coops. Come on. Henry says, Leeds fan, but love the ramble. Well done on 10k. Thank you, mate. Love watching the celebration video. Only started watching late 24-25. Can't believe the origin of Jamie Dumpling's nickname. Liked getting some ramble lore. Thank you, mate. Even the bounce is beating Cannon. No, it was the bounce that beat Peck. It was Cannon's lofted ball through. McCallum all over the shop already, says Mark Meldrew. Get Burrows on. He's seeing ready. You watch. Silly, silly fouls. Derby 1-0 up. Come on, you Rams, says Aldi. Cooper can't catch a ball, says Jack. McCallum playing like he did against Borough last season. Paolo says, well done, McCallum. Nice one. Get Burrows on. Oh, and that's a poor clearance from Cov. Collected by Ogbeni, who tries to knock it through. Can't even break the line. Sidney Peck. Coventry collect. Who's this Cooper we have? Says Scott, I know. Well done. Cannon wins the ball. High up. Peck through to Campbell. And it's a shot directly at the keeper. You got to have a shot, but Sheila says, forgot to mention your 10k celebration video. Brilliant, Jim. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you. Oh, Benny can't do anything right, says a frustrated Mark Meldrew. I'm only 10 seconds behind. It's a miracle. Campbell greedy. I think that's harsh, Jack. I think when you're on edge at box as a striker, furthest man forward, I'm all right with him spinning and having a shot at goal. I'm all right. Just went a great shot with it. Looks like Benny a footballer before he signed for us as well. Oh dear. Right, Cov now with the ball on the right hand side. Play it inside, just along the back line now. Kitchen with it. Bobby Thomas. Oh no, is that Bobby Thomas? Oh, who knows? Oh yeah, to Matt Grimes, who's decided to drop a little bit deeper and try and get rid of Sidney Peck, I think. I think Mogger's right, you know. We're looking at this defensive structure with 4-4-2. Callum O'Hare's on the left. Well said, Mogger. Gyro with a ridiculous foul to give away, just pushes his man over. Victor Thorpe and Matt Grimes standing over the ball. It'll be Matt Grimes surely with in-swinger, but we'll see. No, it's not. Grimes runs over it. Thorpe takes it with a right-footed out swinger. It's headed clear by Campbell. Is it Campbell? Yeah, it is. I wonder if they've given it Sheffield United. Not sure about that. First Played says, we're live on the internet. Up the 10k Ramblers. Thank you. Love that clip. Love that clip. I'm not sure that were our throw-in. We take it. Because that's the type of problems we're in at the minute. Come on, Tango. It's a long throw to Ogbeni, who loses out. Thomas Asante dances past Ogbeni. It looks like he were fouled. Not given. That was their throw, says Gaz, the man in black. I agree, mate. I agree. Birmingham beating Millwall. Bristol City 0-0 with Blackburn. Just showing some of the latest scores. Charlton 0-0 with West Brom. Derby beating Hull 1-0, as Aldi were telling us. Ipswich 1-1 with Watford. Long ball from Cooper, headed back by Cov. Sakamoto smashes it into Riedveld. Leicester and Borough are 0-0. Oxford are losing at home 2-0 to Stoke. Well done, Stoke. So it's a United throw halfway into our own half. Sam McCallum. The long throw downfield. It's flicked on by Campbell. Can Cannon get there? Can Cannon get there? No, he can't. Doing really well, Coventry, to get out of that, to be honest. It was decent from Cannon. He didn't do anything wrong. Yeah. Cooler King says, where's the Pooh Housery clip on the compilation? That was comedy gold. You're right. And it's one I missed. I had to put it together really quickly, in my defence. O'Hare's going to pick up the loose ball here to Tyrese Campbell with his back to goal. He's going backwards, and even then, he loses possession. Hadji right now. Right-hand side. Inside to Eccles, but he's robbed by Gyro. Well done. A combination of Peck and Gyro, that. O'Hare looked like he were pushed off the ball, but it was shoulder to shoulder. They've allowed it to continue. We won it back. Cov now win it back again down the left-hand side. Put the foot on it and slow it down a little bit. Should have signed Carlton Morris. He's scored again, says Matt. Judsy says, looks like we've got another ref who doesn't have a clue what he's doing. Get Gaz on. Jared says, any Ramble on the road for the game, Jimmy? Yeah, Jamie Dumpling's doing Ramble on the road today. We thought we'd seen the final Jamie Dumpling Ramble on the road, but Lee Edridge just stepped up with a free ticket for him. So he's jumped all over it. Jimmy, I blame you for watching Cov via the Blades rather than Liverpool Real Madrid. Sorry, mate. Sorry about that. Who wants to watch good teams anyway? Rubbish. Real Madrid. Cov with the ball on the back line. Grimes drops into the three, something that Peck does for us. And now it's, Tanganga could have nipped in there and intercepted by it looks, but he hesitated, and Asante comes away with it. Eccles now out wide. To Silva. Grimes with a deep cross. McCallum heads clear, but it's only as far as Van Uwijk. Sakamoto on the right-hand side. Checking on McCallum, and he's past him. Oh, they're trying to claim a penalty there. It's not a penalty. It's a scooped cross. Coventry's still got the ball on the edge. Thomas Asante with the ball inside. Ben Mee with an awkward left-footed clearance. And the ball scooped it, a shot on target, but straight at Cooper. And he catches it. He catches it. Sakamoto does really well there. He skips inside, and McCallum keeps pace with him and tries to run across him to shield the ball. But Sakamoto adjusts and lets McCallum slide right across him, and then comes and scoops the ball from around him. And that's where he tries to go down and win a pen, but it's never a pen, but it's just really clever play from Sakamoto. We need to stop fouling him, says Gaz. Yes, we do. Like the look of Gyro. He reads the game well, doesn't he? I think he's a much needed addition to the middle of the park for us. I think he's a steady pair of hands. Match stats. Cov, shots 4, United 1. Cov on target 3, United 1. Touches in opposition box, I think it was 6 to Cov and 1 to us, or 8 to Cov and 1 to us. It's after us starting really well, it's now leaned much more towards Coventry. But it's going to be like this. It's going to be like this. We can't. They are top of the league for a reason. Confidence is such a difference maker in football. Bobby Thomas coming up for the long throw. It's a long throw to Coventry deep on the left-hand side. Van Uwijk's going to take it. He's a long throw expert. Comes in. Hadji Wright. It's flicked. It's a ball flicked through from the throw-in to the far post. Hadji Wright's coming in unmarked, and he don't time his run very well, and it's wide. In fact, it's McGuinness, I think, that the ball comes off. Like, yeah, and Ben Mee loses Hadji Wright. Ben Mee, another one that a lot of us wanted, me included. I think he would be a really strong addition, but again, being caught there. Tanganga got lucky there because he came to win a header. He won it, but it dropped to a Coventry man, and then he were on his heels trying to catch up with Thomas Asante. Tanganga now with throwing on right hand side, sorry. Callum Aware. Chasing down. Closing down Van Uwijk. Tom Cannon closing down Rushworth. Well done. Forced out to Bobby Thomas, who Campbell's closing him down. That's better United. It's a long ball downfield. Ben Mee has to deal with it. It's to McCallum, who does well to get round Sakamoto. Knocks it to Callum Aware, who gives it back to McCallum. Back to Ben Mee, who's going to hoof it downfield. And he does, and it's over at Ty Campbell's head. But he picks up the second ball, and he's done well to get past Bobby Thomas there, who's now getting back in position. Back to Gyro. McCallum to O'Hare, who's getting booed. Pantomime villain. McCallum into Campbell. Back to McCallum. Tries to cross it, and it's a corner ball. Well done, United. Good bit of play. Were we in again for Bobby Thomas this summer, Jim? Yeah, a lot of strong rumours that we were talking to Bobby Thomas for a long time. Cracking player. Yeah, he's good. He got done by Campbell there, to be fair, but he's a very good player at the level. He's just what we needed in it. When we did a video on him, I think he's like Chris Morgan light. He's like a younger, like less brilliant version of Chris Morgan. Okay, so it's corner to United. Cross comes in. Oh, it's a goal! Get in there! City Peck corner. Flicked on by Ben Mee. He drops down low to flick the header on. And it's Sam McCallum who taps in from on the penalty spot or like 6 yard in middle of goal on 6 yard box. Oh my God. Oh my goodness me. Get in! Yes! As if. Well done, Ben Mee. Look, it's all right to criticise him defensively, but if you're going to do that other end, City Peck with a ball to the near post. It's quite a weak corner, to be honest, but Ben Mee makes the best of it. He goes low, bit of a diving header to flick on. It's really clever. It's a low, he crouches low, flicks it just back into the danger area, into the 6 yard box, and McCallum's there in the middle of the goal, 5 yards from goal. He just swings his leg at it, and he smacks it into the roof at net. Love that. Love that! Get in. Okay, so we're the first team this season to score a corner against Coventry. Nice. Well done, Ben Mee. Well done, McCallum. I'd love to include City in the praise. I just don't think it were a great corner. I think Ben Mee had to do an awful lot right there. Well done. That's Ogbenny wins a goal kick off De Silva. Oh my goodness. Go on then. Go on then. Go on then. Morgs is legendary, but we're more interested in these. Boom! Get in! Get in! Get in! Get in! Get in! Get in! Dollar! Get in! Flipping get in. Have it. Yes. Get in. Come on, the Blades. Yes, says Tom. Get in, says Benjamin. Wow, says Tom. You beauty, says Cooler King. Wow, says Mitch. Sam McCallum, never doubted him. What a player. Lie. You tell the lie. Matt SB in tears. Oh, we don't look. We like Matt SB. But he can afford to give up 3 points tonight, can't he? Let's be right. He don't have to be greedy. Jimmy, I told you, bro. Listen to the Tam. Great goal. Up the Blades, up the Ramble. Come on, you Rams and Blades. Michael Cooper is down. Oh my goodness. Look, it's all right in being out of form, but he looks like he's getting some serious rubbing. He's face down on the deck, and looks like he's getting like a deep tissue massage on his shoulders. So I've no idea what's going off there. They're just showing a replay of the goal at the minute. Ben Mee does brilliant there. Get in. Mark says Terry, but Mark mirroring Mark Meldrew saying, I don't believe it. Matt says, are we back on are we back on for winning the league now, Jimmy? Yes. Goal. Come on, you Wizards. Cov normally start badly and then improve. Is it the reverse this season, says Outdaft? I hope so, mate. Right, Cooper's back up and he's taking the goal kick. And which Cov player does it go to this time? It's Van Uwijk. And Callum O'Hare picks up the second ball. Ty Campbell nearly loses possession. He doesn't. McCallum knocks it through. Tom Cannon across the box. And it's cleared. Well done, United! I tell you what. Lovely little dink over the top from Sam McCallum, who looks to have settled down a little bit. Tom Cannon times his run really well. Down towards the left byline. Pulls it back for a lovely ball towards the penalty spot. Cheo Ogbenny's coming in, but Jay De Silva clears it for a corner. Oh, my word. Goal, says Kim. And it's another long throw from McCallum. And it's going to be headed out for a throw. Is it gone? No, McCallum collects. And it's, oh, Mee's beaten at the far post. Ogbenny now collects. There's almost every Coventry player's in the box now. And we go a bit deeper, so a couple come out. City Peck with a deep cross. Ben Mee tries to keep it alive, but it bounces off the head of a Coventry man onto Sakamoto, who hoofs it downfield. City Peck all the way back to Michael Cooper. A few concerned comments about Coops, but it looks like he's all right. He's just going to boot it downfield. Which Coventry man picks this one up? It's Van Uwijk. Back to Rushworth. Oh, knocks it out of play. Coventry, but sixes and sevens. And whenever I say that, my girls go 6-7. So sorry about that. O'Hare now on the left-hand side. It's a poor ball. It's a poor ball inside to City, who gets robbed, and then Ben Mee knocks it out, unfortunately. Got to get it in the mixer there. Well done, Tom Cannon. Yes, absolutely right. Dare I say it, Cannon has looked all right tonight. Will, I agree with you, mate. I agree with you. Said you'd come good on. Good. Come on, Tom Cannon. Score, says Paul. No, you can't. That's an Alan Partridge quote as well. Well, there's no need for that. Some may get that, some may not. Hop on the Blades roller coaster, says two-seater. These are rattled here. Pressure, Blades, pressure. Yes, they are. I agree. It's a time to turn the screw a little bit for us. When we hit them, they don't like it. They don't like it. That's the... Oh, what's that commentator's name? My dad would know. Layman David know. Oh, that's a foul, referee. Get him in the book. Oh, he's getting him a yellow card. They don't like it. Oh, De Silva. Well done, Cooper. Low cross in from the left-hand side. Cov look like they're flooding forward, but it's directly at Michael Cooper, who does well to collect. It is easy for Cooper, but when he's had a couple that he hasn't held on to, I like that he's getting a few touches like that. Shot directly at him. That one just there where he collects the cross. Hopefully that feeds into his confidence a little bit. I hope we get some calls on 90 after 90 because my voice is struggling as it is. So for anybody that wants to jump on, you're more than welcome. Sam McCallum gets robbed, but it's flicked off the Coventry man Sakamoto and out for a throw-in. %33% possession, Sheffield United. Do you know what most important one is, though? That one there. That's the stats that matter. That's the scoreline for audio listeners. Sam McCallum with a header inside. That's decent. Tom Cannon tries to react. Gyro into City Pet. Got to go Ogbenny. Yes. Come on, Ogbenny. Take him on. Take him on. It's an early cross instead. It's flicked away by the Coventry man. McCallum recovers it. Is there anybody to support him there? He goes back to Ben Mee, who is almost on the edge of the box. Flicks it in. It's a poor cross, but it's a lovely little backward header from Callum O'Hare. On target, but never going to trouble the goalkeeper at that sort of speed. Whew. Well said, Will. Grimes is hating what Peck's doing, isn't he? Barely involved. Yeah, that is the key. We're taking out their quarterback. Matt Grimes for them is a little bit like Ollie Norwood was for us when he was in his pomp. I'm not saying they're identical players because they're not, but he certainly makes them tick. Like he's just picked it up there and spread the play across the field like Norwood used to do for us. For us, we certainly found out, particularly in that first season in Premier League, if you took Norwood out of the game, well, it wasn't the first season in the Premier League, but you know what I mean. We got found out that if you marked Norwood out of the game, you often beat Sheffield United, or you could get at Sheffield United, and we're doing that with Grimes. Here come Cov into the box. Oh, and it's fired right across goal by De Silva, wide of the far post, but it's not far away at all. That it's a lovely little overlap play, or underlap, should I say? If there's a striker in 6-yard box there, it's one apiece. Nadji right, almost is. Alan, I'm from South Africa. What part of Birmingham are you from? Alan, I'm from South Africa. I love that goal, King. Glad that you got the reference. Callum O'Hare, injured. So we've got a foul. O'Hare's lying down. I didn't see the actual contact, to be honest. But O'Hare's like holding his neck on the floor. Have a look. Bobby Thomas. He just kicks Callum O'Hare. I mean, it's a foul. Oh, yeah, it is. It's quite a nasty foul, actually. He tries to clear the ball, I think, with the outside of his left foot. I think it's a bit naughty, that one. Thank you, Father. Commentator was Mick Morgan on Castleford Rugby League. Best commentary ever. Watch it on YouTube. By the way, I'm still in the 5 PBs. You are now. You are now. It's 1-0. Dad, I know you. I know you. You complained about Cannon and Peck being in lineup. So you were on the fence as it was to begin with. No yellow card. Mark Meldew says it's a bad one that. He's just smashed him. It's a yellow all day. Stonewall yellow, says HJ. Mick Morgan. Yeah. We always quote that, don't we? You dickhead. McCallum swung into the near-ish post. United try and recycle it, but can they come away with it? No, Sidney Peck wins the ball and he's tackled. Sakamoto coming away now. Coventry looking to break on United, but Callum O'Hare steals the ball back and gives it to McCallum, who's then fouled by Sakamoto. He gives advantage. That's got to be a yellow card, ref, when it comes back. Sidney Peck, left-hand side. Oh, it's cleared by Cov. Sidney Peck gets it again. Far post. Cannon can't get the head to it. It's a corner ball. You've got to go back and book him now. You've got to go back and book him for that. Sakamoto, that's very naughty. Well played, Sheffield United, by the way. And he does. He gets a yellow card. Naughty. Bobby Thomas should have been booked and all for that Callum O'Hare foul. It's a nice little step over from Campbell, but he doesn't reach Cannon. What have you done more there? Well, he gets beaten by man in front of him, so it's just if the man in front of Cannon doesn't get that header out for a corner, I'm not sure Cannon's ready for it. Anyway, it's a corner to United. Outswinger this time, and it's poor. But it's sliced away, and it looks like it's going to be another corner, does it? No, it's kept in play by McCallum. It's a really high cross into the box, and the ref had no idea, and he just gives a free kick to Coventry from what I think is an appeal for handball by the crowd. Callum O'Hare is just brilliant. His work rate alone is off the chart, says Lewis. Should be a 21 on Football Manager. Football Manager. That's out today, isn't it? New Football Manager. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do a Football Manager series on Behind the Ramble, because I'm thinking about it. Blackburn now winning 1-0 at Bristol City. But only let me know if you want me to do one, if you're going to watch it. Because if you're not going to watch it, or you won't be bothered about watching it, then don't say yeah just to make me do one and then nobody watch it. Sakamoto now picks up the ball for Cov. Van Uwick. Looks like he's motoring, but Ben Mee shouting at some of our boys to sort it out and stay organised. Love it. Mark Hibbard just became a member. Thank you, Mark. Very much appreciated. This ref's poor. Get Gaz on, says Tom. 100% yes to an FM26 series, says Paolo. Nice. Are you subscribed to Behind the Ramble? So that's where it'd be. Yes, Ramble FM career would be class. Okay, that's 2. Yes, mate, FM is out. You should do a series. I've tried to create my manager and I look just like Man Mountain and Rich Carrington. I saw it. Oh, who did I think you look like? I was going to comment on it and then I got distracted by something else. Shock. I'll have another look at it. Because somebody jumped out immediately. I hope it does it again. Right, long ball downfield for United. Callum O'Hare collects. Inside to Sidney Peck, who puts it out wide to Ogbenny, who's got space. Now run. Open them legs up. It's inside to Sidney Peck instead. Sidney Peck has to turn back, and it goes backwards again to Gyro. Gyro to Ben Mee, who's going to knock it out wide to McCallum. McCallum's going to knock it back to Ben Mee, who's just stood on the ball. Benjamin Baboon says he'd watch Campbell with a nice through ball to oh my goodness me. Bobby Thomas with a slide tackle on Campbell after a lovely through ball that Tyrese Campbell almost got onto the end of. Looks absolutely shattered. Where Ben Mee through ball that. Ben Mee through ball after he'd stood on the ball for ages. Tyrese Campbell ran the channel a little bit, but Ben is running to the box like we've seen him do so many times. He went to cross the ball in for Tom Cannon, and Bobby Thomas slid in and blocked the shot, blocked the cross. Looking so much sharper with 2 up top, like we've been talking about, to be honest. Okay, so it's another corner. Right-footed in-swinger from Sidney Peck. Can he beat the first man? Yes, he can, but it's cleared. Callum O'Hare on the edge, volley, and it hits the Coventry man, and it's a corner to United. Well done. Decent, Blades. Decent, this. I watched the old FM series, says Will. Nice one, pal. Yes, Jimmy, Football Manager stream. Quite liked the FM videos you used to do, so 100%. They were shocking. As in, like, the production of them. I'm not saying the game were bad, but yeah, I have to get into it as well. Trying to get the Blades from relegation to playoffs in FM shouldn't be too hard. Would love an FM series. Sign me up. You all have to be subscribed to Behind the Ramble if this is what we're going to do. Don't just be making me do one and then nobody subscribes. But yeah. If you could put any former United player in this team, who would it be? Only one. Illiman and Die. But feel free to answer that if anybody else has got a different answer. Left-footed corner from Sam McCallum, and Carl Rushworth does well to come out of the crowd and collect. And it's they're off. It's a high ball forward. Thomas Asante ducks the ball, and McCallum knocks it back to Cooper. Coventry have not settled yet. It has to be said. Thomas Asante, though, you should have seen. I've just watched him because it didn't show you him off the ball. Obviously, it shows you with the ball carrier. But from that replay, you could see Thomas Asante comes from his own box, zooms to be furthest man forward. Quality work rate. Tom Cannon now at right-hand side. Can he get a cross in? Yes, he can. Sidney Peck. Oh, he scuffs his shot. Oh, Sidney. And Rushworth collects. Tom Cannon with a lovely little inside ball. Sidney's first touch isn't great, but he hits it on the half volley. Oh, do you know, I've done him a disservice. He hits it, it flicks up. It's not the best first touch onto his left. He hits it on the half volley. It looks okay, to be honest. And then it's a Bobby Thomas deflection that's just slowed it down for Rushworth to be able to get there. Woo! Oh. Mr. V says, hit the like, people, and make sure you subscribe to the best Blades content on planet Earth. Thank you, Mr. V. Kirby says, so much better with 2 up top, Jimmy. It certainly is, mate. It certainly is. Wilder's not daft either. I mean, I know he's been reluctant and stubborn. He will see this. Possession since the goal, 54% United. And it had been 33% prior to the goal. Should have been 2 up. Only problem with my dodgy fire stick is I'm behind the ramble. No pun intended. Oh, McGuinness, that's poor. He knocks it straight against Thomas Asante, who's got other side of him now. Crosses it into the box, and McCallum has to knock it out for a corner. McGuinness. Greg's Hat Music says, first comment on a live, just been watching past streams for the last fortnight. Up the ramble. What was McCallum's yellow for? I think it would he sent, mate. Thank you for commenting as well. I'm glad you're comfortable joining in. But yeah, that's a huge chance, that, says Mark Meldrew. Agree. You'd have Chris Morgan in Ash. Sully would have Brian Dean in there. Jags, says Gaz. Cannon's playing well tonight, Jim, says Kirby. It's going to be a left-footed corner from Grimes. In swinger. Punch clear by Cooper. Good punch, that. Nice and clear. Come on, out then, United. We're all still bunched in the box apart from a few. Tom says we're creating chances. Yes, we are, mate. Best game Tom Cannon's had, says Dino. Tanganga clears it, but it's straight to top, I think. Oh, and that's... Ogbenny tries to muscle him off the ball, but it's a foul. They cross the ball and it comes off Tanganga, but it spills to Asante, who's in the box. It's scooped to the far post. Flag up against Hadji Wright. Offside. Hi, Jimmy. This is better 2 up top, says Susan. Completely agree. Michelle says this is so much better, lads. Come on, up the Blades. I smell a cannon goal tonight, says Lord Tullum. Jimmy, am I being optimistic? Yes, you are, but I don't mind that. I think this is the formation we need to start with now. We have to be clear, though. It's not a 3-4-3 4-1-2 like a lot of us were after. It's a 4-4-2, I think. I'm pretty sure it's a 4-4-2, and Mogger called that early doors. Just look at it again. Yeah, it's a 4-4-2. Oh, is it? Because McCallum looked on left. Oh, now Campbell on right-hand side, on left-hand side. Tries to cross it. It's another corner to Sheffield United. Got a sweat on here, says Julie. Going to take my blood pressure. Need to take another of these chances, says Mark Meldrew. Sonny says, don't know if I'm turning into a negative blade, but it infuriates me that Campbell is knackered after 40 minutes. Me too. January can't come quick enough. One positive, we do look better with two up top. Come on, Sonny, it's a slippery slope, that, pal. You know it as well. Right, another corner to United then. Siddy Peck with a right-footed in-swinger. Beat the first man. Unless it's Ben Mee on his knees. And he doesn't beat the first man. It's Ben Mee who flicks it on again. Woo-hoo-hoo! Ogbenny with a deep cross into the box. Ben Mee takes it on his chest. Can he get the left? Yes, he does. Left-footed cross, but it's past everybody. Now Riedeveld tries to get there. He does. The Covman keeps it in play, but it falls to Ogbenny, who knocks it to Tanganga. A deep cross from Tanganga straight to Rushworth. So we're into the final minute of 2 minutes added. Ogbenny now is the furthest man back for Thomas Asante. He holds him up long enough so that defence can get back in shape, which is good. Thomas Asante with a cross into the box. Oh, Hadji Wright with a header on goal, and it's held by Michael Cooper. Woo, 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 woo. Oh, my word. Hadji Wright closes his eyes for that. I'm never a fan. Never a fan. The foul given against Ty Campbell, who swears. It's a Family Channel tie. Are we going to get Kiefer Moore back, says Ash? No, we're not. No, we're not. Loving the 4-4-2. It's the Blades way. Yes, it's the Blades way. Right. Half time. Boos at Coventry City. How ridiculous is that, by the way? Judsy says, worst thing we can do now is concede a goal before half time. Well, we didn't, don't worry. And we need to hit them from the off in the second half. Credit to Cannon. I'm his biggest critic, but thought he read the game well for a change. Yeah, rate save, says Chris. What a save, Coop. I'm not saying it were a rate save. I love Michael Cooper. It was directly. I tell you what, he is wincing like hell. Michael Cooper. He is like creeping off and shaking his head there as he went off. I fear we may not see Cooper come out for the second half here. Dear oh dear. Good half, to be fair, says Chris. Good half, Blades, says Chris. The other Chris. Sully says, I reckon Wilder's always had the edge over Lampard. I'm in the money. I'm in the money. Paul, who had, to be honest, look, I always admire a man who backs Sheffield United against the odds. But I thought 4-1 at Coventry were poor odds. Look, mate, I hope you win it. Obviously, I hope you win it. But if it had been higher odds, I might have jumped on it because I didn't think it was going to happen. But I thought they were low, really. Cooper is back. Cooper, his back, I would be saying. But hope I'm wrong. Got to come out same again. Decent half that. Had chances. Oh, wait a minute. I can hear some chaos in the background. Let me just see if I can get something going here. Now, I'm going to hopefully be able to add some class to this watch along rather than just myself talking absolute gibberish. Let's hope that's still the case. Right, what I need to do though is switch and get rid of this. I'll have to go back to this little scuffed one because I'm being joined by the man on the mic.
Jordan Mawson, the man on the mic, painting the match with a sound so right. Sheffield's pride, every fan can see. He's the voice of the blades, their melody.
I can see now.
Geordie boy, live from Fuerteventura. How's it going, pal?
I'm not too bad, mate. How are you?
Yes, I'm very well. First of all, how's the holiday?
Oh, brilliant, mate. Just what I needed.
Nice.
Yeah, it's cracking. Catching some sun, a few beers.
Good stuff, mate.
Well, we've just been sat in an Indian, to be honest, and I've had to come outside.
Have you been watching the game?
while everyone's eating to come and chat to you.
Has it been one of them phone jobs? Where you've been,
Say again, sorry?
Has it been one of them phone jobs where you've had phone on watching game, or have you not been able to?
I've literally just had it on. I've got my beer, sat on the table, and I've had my phone there watching it.
So you've seen how we've played. What do you think then, pal?
I'm happy with it. I mean, it can't be grumbling going in 1-0 at half time to top
Not
the league,
at all.
can you? I thought it were going to be a lot worse. I was fully expecting probably 3-0 at half time.
Because you've been knocking about with Mark Meldrew too much. That's what that is.
But I'm well happy with that. I wish we were blowing full-time whistle now, to be honest.
I'm
I'm seeing that Blackburn are winning as well, and I think Derby are winning. There's only Oxford, I think, that ain't winning.
Yeah.
They're losing to Stoke, so, it's a must-win in a way.
Must win? Is it a must win? Is it a must win against Cov top at league? I
No, I know.
think.
I know what you're saying, but it's just because
I know what you
because
mean.
we're out there doing. We don't want to be falling further behind, do we?
Yeah, that's true. I'm not yet at the point where I'm looking at other teams around us for a relegation scrap. I'm not there yet personally. Some will be, but I think even if you get a point, if we'd all taken a point before kickoff, no matter what scores were elsewhere. So I think to be in this really strong position now is brilliant going into half time.
100%.
What do you think to changes? What do you think, for example, like Tom Cannon coming in a 2? How do you think he's played first half?
Well, when I looked, to be honest, obviously, I've tried to catch as much as I can from but when everyone's chatting around the table, you find yourself drifting off in conversation, so it's hard to keep up with it. But when I saw it towards end of half, then I don't know how it worked. It looked like Tyrese Campbell were on left hand side, and Tom Cannon were down middle. But I don't know if that is that come across to you as well, or do you think it's a 2 up top?
It looks like a 4-4-2. That's
Right,
the way
okay.
it's playing out, and I'm not saying it's not fluid, and I might be missing little bits here and there, but it looks like Callum O'Hare's on left, and Ty Campbell and Tom Cannon are up front together, and I think it's working. I think it's working, mate. I think
it's frustrated them, hasn't it? And I think crowd have got frustrated because obviously when Cooper's got ball, he's wasting a bit of time, and we don't mind that, do we? That's what we want. We want them to get on the back and get frustrated because they'll be fully expecting to. Well, they probably thought they'd have been 2 or 3-0 in front by now, so it's good. We're frustrating them, and hopefully, I fully expect Coventry to come out second half and put it on us like Preston did. We've seen how we collapsed there, so it's nice to see us 1-0 in front and not 3-0 behind like I expected. So it's good.
I love that, mate. I love that. Mrs. Motson enjoying the game as well.
Oh, she sat opposite side at the table to me. She won't watch it. She won't watch it at all. So yeah, it's. I've had a few messages on another group that I had, and someone were complaining, saying, "Oh, McGuinness again. He's done this, done that," and I'd not seen it 6 and behind, and I thought, "Oh bloody hell, we've conceded here." So I says, "I think we've conceded." She was like, "Haha, get in." And then when we seen it that we hadn't, I was like, "Unlucky, love. It's still 1-0 United."
Yeah, look, I mean, there's obvious gripes that we'll always pick up during games, but you've got to enjoy it while you're going at league leaders and you're beating them 1-0 at half time. So
Absolutely.
Let's hope so, mate. Look, I'm going to let you go because I know it's you're off on your jollies, and I appreciate you dipping in. Always good to catch up with you. The stream has suffered in your absence, but I'm holding the fort
It's
down.
not. You're still class, Jim. Don't worry about that.
Thanks, mate. Thanks.
But I just want to say, because I've not obviously been on with you since you hit it, but massive congrats on 10K. It's like,
thank you, mate.
Your hard work and dedication, and especially to all us Ramblers, everyone appreciates it, and you fully deserve it. I know you don't like taking plaudits, but you should be proud of yourself. Like I didn't realise how much I actually needed the Ramble in my life, and it's probably made me a better person and made me more confident in life as well. And it's all thanks to you. So well done, mate. And here's to the next 10K.
Top man, love you, Jord. Have a great holiday, mate.
You too, mate. Cheers, pal. See you soon.
Ta-ra. Watson, what are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? Right. None of that. Less of that loving. Let's get back to the comments. Let's have a look. Jim says, why isn't Samari playing? Let's have a look. I don't know where I left it, to be honest. That was really important going in at half-time, says Helen. Yeah, going in on top at half-time, I agree with you. Coops doesn't look good at all, says Beast Boy. Yeah, in Adam Davis we trust, says Mitch. Better than recent performances, but still frightening at the back and useless up front. Oh, John, I think that's a bit harsh. I think we've looked lively up front, to be honest. I think we've looked vulnerable at the back at times, but I think results like this and sort of performances since the goal will only help us turn a corner. I'm really pleased with how we're doing, to be honest. I think Coops is done tonight, says David. Yeah, could be. I don't mind Davis coming on, to be honest. I feel like he does a job when we need him. I hope so, Steve. I hope so. Classic away performance so far. Soak up the pressure, defend manfully, nick a goal. Impressive thing is that the Blades could have had another. Yeah. Mogger says it looks like a broken WWE star from 1990. Is that Jord then? Is that what you mean? Jimmy, that half flew by. That's a good thing, hopefully. Ings and Cannon would work, says Paul. Jordy, come on, Jord. Nice to have you back, Jord. They're saying they all love Jord, rightly so. Mark says good half that. Same second half. McCallum top performance. Cannon more involved in that too, and me outstanding. Sweet baby Santa Claus and the orphan elves. Stick Buttersley. Been good, says Rich. Cannon's been excellent so far. Fair play to him. Jord's live on the internet. Hi, Jord. Hope you're having a great time. Is it just me, or is Jord a bit loud? Well, he's just a bit rowdy, isn't he? He might have had a few ales, Tom, to be honest. I'm sure he has. Dan says, didn't want to jinx it by messaging about us winning, but I love that half. So you've just done it now. You've done it, haven't you, Dan? You've jinxed us. Thank you. Rodar, look at times, but the intent is there. 2 up top is keeping them honest. Great way of putting it. I like that. And the best I've seen Peck in months. Okay. George's looking well. He certainly is, Cooler King. It's come at a good time for him, that break. I'm pleased he's got away. Nice to see him with a big smile on his face. John says, Cannon much better player as a second striker. He looks a different player in a 2, doesn't he? I don't think it's been... I don't want to sort of get carried away. I don't think he's been R9. He's not been outstanding, has he? But it's been much improved. He looks a lot more alive to the ball. He looks more comfortable, much more comfortable in a 2. Something that a lot of us have been saying for some time. Campbell as well. As much as Campbell is built in terms of he's strong, he's quick. He's no stamina, by the way, which is obviously the key thing that you need. But he's strong and he's quick, so he can do the lone striker role. But he does also look quite comfortable, or more comfortable, I'd say, in a 2. It's, yeah. QPR better watch out, better not cry, says John. And he's going to tell us why. We have so many coming into form, it could be a rout on the 8th. Oh, John. Up the Blades, up the Ramble, like and subscribe to this brilliant channel. Hola, Jordy. Managed to tear yourself away from a sangria. You're safe from unnecessary Jaeger there. That's right. What a man. Top lad, Jord, says Mark Meldrew, who's been rubbing off his negativity on Jord. Jord thought we were going to be 3-0 down at half-time. Good pals, Jord and Mark Meldrew, for those that aren't aware. Don't you be manipulating my mate Jordan into the dark side, Mr. Meldrew. Just realised McCallum didn't celebrate when he scored. Would have preferred some poo-housery. Ex-Covboy, though, isn't he? Ex-Covboy, one of them. But really, he's like, yes, get in the bin, give me stick. Get in. Brian says, Ings and Cannon for the second half for me. I don't think Campbell rarely lasts a 90, does he? So it's, yeah. Would you go One as a bit of a physical presence? Quality speech, George, says James. Thank you, mate. Didn't realise the Blades had 10,000 supporters, says Matt. Matt H. Is that Matt Healy? On your profile pic, I don't know. Top lad are Jord, but that fringe is a mile off decent. Mile offside. Oh, I wish I'd have seen that, Chef Jim, when he were on. Well said, Jord, says Ian. Thank you, mate. Jim welling up. I wasn't. Also, second that with the Ramble in my life. Thank you, James. Ben says, yeah, Jimmy, congratulations on getting to 10K. Thank you, mate. Subscribers, you deserve it. Keep up the good work, up the ramble. Like and subscribe, up the blades. Thank you, mate. Cannon's done well, says Gaz. Campbell needs to hold it up more, mind. Daz says, a striker's even trained to play up front on their own. Looking better with 2 up top with players everyone's been saying can't play on their own. Just wondering who those players are then that can. Daz pushing the question out. David says, McCallum avoided celebrating the goal. He had 2 years at Cov and then 2 further loans to Coventry after that. Respectful lad. Yeah, don't mind it. Don't mind it. Susan says, happy holiday, George. Nice to see you again. Sam McCallum looks good in spells. I'd agree with that. Sneaky Squeak says, we look so much better than with the 2 up top. Great to have a presence in the final third. Yeah, it is. Leicester beating Borough 1-0, by the way. Brett says, Pecky's playing well, doing a proper job in there. Going a little unnoticed. Gutted he's not scored yet. Neil says, it's honestly the best I've seen in a while. Hopefully a good second half. Up the blades. 3-0 Stoke now at Oxford. Wowzers. Al says, Campbell seems a yard off the pace. Bring Ings on. Shake their defence up. Up the blades. Please, Sheffield United, let's start the second half better in the first minute, says Matt. Full focus. Kelly says, he's a top man, he's George. He's right where he said, top channel, up the blades, up the ramble, up behind the ramble. Thank you, Kel. Much appreciated. John Froggatt says, well done on the 10K, Jimmy. Thank you, my mate. Long-time viewer. I appreciate you, mate. Free Shot says, great half. He looked way better after the goal. Yeah, we did. Gage says, we always play better against teams who don't sit behind the ball. We need to cut out the mistakes at the back this second half. Yes, we do. I think you're rating things a bit of McGuinness has been much worse than Tanganga. I don't think McGuinness. I don't think I said. I think that's what I said, isn't it? I don't think I strictly said that McGuinness has been much worse than Tanganga, but I think I've criticised McGuinness a little bit. I'm trying not to go too hard on him. Alistair says, it's the hope that kills you. Trying to keep the faith we can do, but we've fallen apart so many times this season. It's hard. They're just coming out for a second half. Adam Davis on. Adam Davis on. Just need to not concede in the first 2 lines of Greasy Chip Butty now. We've got this, though, says Brett. Imagine going to Hillsborough with Davis in net, says Mark Meldrew. Peck deserves small praise. He has done a fairly decent job on Grimes, one of the best midfielders in the league this season. With more options in the box with 2 and the defenders have more to think about. No coincidence. Cannon looks better in a 2. Mike, shout out, mate. Jimmy, you're winning. No need for that. No need for that. No Cooper. Coop's off. Davis. Okay. Come on, Davo. Come on, Davo. Dave the Nose. Again, I'm going to, try and give praise where it's deserved. Dave the Nose has been calling for a strong competition for Michael Cooper. As Cooper's hit a dodgy patch, he would like to see a stronger number 2. Thomas Asante tries for the half bicycle kick. It's recycled into the Sheffield United box, but it's headed away. Van Uwick gets a shot away with his left foot, but it's blocked. Tanganga with a head clear. All Coventry, as you'd expect in the first minute of the second half. Mason Clark's come on for Josh Eccles for Cov. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, Sky have got us as a 4-4-2 as well. Headed back in by Cov. Ben Mee gets it away. Come on, United. It's sloppy from Coventry, but we don't work it to our advantage. Coventry again down the left-hand side with Mason Clark. Can Tanganga stop the cross? Tanganga playing right back again. It's to the far post, but cleared by McCallum. Van Erwijk gets it in again to the box. Ogbenny this time clears with his head. Is it Ogbenny? No, it's Tanganga. Apologies. Oh, no, it's not. It was Ogbenny. I was right first time. Don't doubt yourself, Jim. And now, can Campbell stop the cross? What is that about? Callum away. Trying to get... And Bobby Thomas ushers it out for a Cov throw. So that they're just showing there that McGuinness headed the ball onto Tanganga's hand. You're never going to get a pen for that, but Tanganga's hand's in an unnatural position. So if it had blown, then it wouldn't have got overturned, would it? It'd have been very harsh. Very, very harsh. Long throw in, but it's cleared by McCallum with his head. Back to Van Erwijk, who's on his own on the edge, but McCallum closes him down well and blocks the cross. Well done, Sam McCallum. Helen says, Coops hasn't really been great this season, so Davis shouldn't be that far behind him. It's his chance to shine. Love that. Love that way of looking at it. Oh. Goal. Goal, Coventry. Sakamoto. So it's a throw in from the right-hand side. Our two players bump into each other, fall to the floor. Look, this is what it looks like on first impression. And Sakamoto picks up the loose ball on the edge of the box, drills it low and hard to the near post. Davis don't get down quick enough. It's two United men on Bobby Thomas, Tanganga and McCallum. Everybody falls over. The loose ball just drops to the floor. Sakamoto runs in and drills it into the near post. Brilliant. Brilliant. Well, I think that was 4 minutes we lasted. Here we go again. Here we go, go, go. And we're coming and I get ya. Here we're up to spare. Is that not a free kick? Thank you, referee. Here we go again. McCallum with the free kick just over the halfway line. Well wide on the left. It's deep to no one. Ogbenny knocks it inside to Callum O'Hare, who flicks it over the top. Can Tyrese Campbell get there? It's high foot! I'm never going to give that away, I suppose. Ben Mee collects the ball. This is what Wilder's talking about, you see. He's talking about us not giving up and Ed's not going down. And he's right in that respect. We haven't gone into ourselves. But are we good enough? If it isn't a question of effort, are we good enough? Gyro covering for McCallum. Does well and knocks it out for an header for Cov on the halfway line, right hand side. Thomas Asante now motoring out to Mason Clark, who's got space because Tanganga's not close enough. And now he does. Can he stop it? No, it's scooped over the bar. My goodness me. Ay, ay, ay. Tom Cannon chasing down the ball, long through ball, but Van Hewitt comes away with it. It's given him an extra step, this, which you'd expect. Just got to ride it, I think. Well done. Well done. We're battling. Coventry come away with it. Mason Clark now. He's very direct when he runs at goal, and Tanganga's not really comfortable with it. Oh, here we go. Oh, well done. City Peck messes up the first clearance. It drops to Torp. I think it's Torp. And then he throws himself to block the shot. Second time, City. Well done, lad. Well done. Oh, Sakamoto. McCallum clears. Oh, Benny loses possession again. Thomas Asante down the left-hand side now. Silver. Thomas Asante to the far post. McCallum heads it clear. Keeper shouts. Good shout from Adam Davis, who claims the ball. Andy Hinchcliffe loving it. Sheffield United getting pummeled here. For those that don't know, ex-Chef Wednesday left back Andy Hinchcliffe. Causing so many problems for Sheffield United. So many problems. 1-1. Oh. Individual mistakes time and time again, says Gage. Tanganga's meant to be our captain. What right does he have going for that? Completely agree. He's well across the field. It's nowhere near where he should be. Is it because he doesn't trust his teammates? Which again is another type of problem, isn't it? Ben Mee doesn't quite get it clear. McCallum does second time of asking with his right foot. Downfield. Come on, Campbell. Get up and win it. Make an effort to win it. Offside call. Ogbenny is awful, says James. Rev says send Ogbenny back. Oh, Campbell on edge. Can he do something with it? Slow to accelerate, but it's flicked away by Cov. And they're going to come away with it here. Come on, United. Need to get back in shape here. Come on then. Come on, Cheo. You've got to... Whoa. Okay, it's a Sheffield United throw. Van Hewitt, who's overrated, by the way. Knocks the ball out of play when he tried to switch it. Sonny says, get Campbell and Ogbenny off. Yep. Sariki and Ings for me. I'd go with that. If he brings One on, I'm not that bothered. Maybe Samari or Davis in the middle as well. Ogbenny and Campbell off ASAP, says Kyle. Will says, is this not where the subs need to happen? Touch early, innit? Ty Campbell onside. Left-hand side. No, he's not. He's blown off. Oh, I don't know, you know. I think he's on. Oh, Andy Hinchcliffe thinks he's off. Shock. Come on, United. We need this. We've got to remember, a point is still a really good result here. It's disappointing when you've gone in front for a point at the league leaders. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. No, not a lot of people expected us to get anything here. All about the bigger picture. This is a good point for anybody. Anybody in this league takes a point at Coventry at the moment, the way they're playing. It's not defeatist. I'm just trying to be realistic. Philippe says we need to stop giving the players oranges at half time because they come out for the second half playing like Jaffas. Nice. Mason Clark now running again directly at Tanganga into the box. Gives it to Top, who tries to have a shot, but Peck blocks it. Well done, Siddy Peck. Scoops it downfield. Campbell's going to press for Rushworth. Who gets it clear to Matt Grimes. Tom Cannon's chasing him, but jogging. Oh, cleared by Siddy Peck. Right. Come on then. Come on, Ty. Ty Campbell now. It's 2 United players on 4, and Campbell gets the ball robbed from him by Kitchen. Too predictable. Too slow, too predictable. I don't just mean Campbell, I mean us as a side. Mark Meldrew. Ogbenny's in my top 3 worst blades of all time. That's strong. James says he offers nothing, and I do think Tanganga doesn't trust McGuinness. That's just think we're realising what we should have been, why we should have been a title contender. Why what should have been a title contender was happy to loan to us, says Matt. That's exactly what Dave the Nose said when he came. Because he really knows. Do we stick or twist, says James? In what respect, pal? That could be a meaning for anything, really. Get Sam Tickle signed in Jan, says Rye. Not a bad shout at all. Like Sam Tickle. McGuinness, we had a decent interception there, to be fair to him. As long as he don't have to move, he's alright. Campbell. So, yeah, the pass from McGuinness were poor. Oh, Grimes did really well there, and Ben Mee spots the danger and gets it out for a corner, but if Ben Mee don't spot that, it's a goal. Gaz says, sorry, but Campbell, poor tonight. Campbell Rice would do more than Ogbenny as well. We're screaming out for a class leader, says Paul. Campbell is the new Moose, says Sonny. How are we playing, Jimmy? Only just joined the watch along. We've had a really good spell in first half, and after we scored, we looked well, but they've come out second half. It's been all Cov. Davies came out to punch this corner, and he's not done it. It's fallen on. Bobby Thomas has beat him to the punch essentially, and it's 2-1 Cov. 2-1 Cov. Adam Davis. It's look, it is chuffing hellfire. Adam Davis, what are you doing? He's nowhere near it in Davis. It's really, really poor. And I don't like... It's never nice to go in on your players. Because it does nobody any good, really. But as fans of the club, we are entitled to voice our frustration, I think. And we've said for such a long time, or a lot of us have said, Adam Davis is not good enough. He might be a nice guy. And you have to have a player that's comfortable being number 2. Because you won't want somebody that's kicking off every week. But is it a danger? It's got to be a sweet spot, because do you want someone who's comfortable at number 2? Or do you want somebody who's chomping at bit to say, I want to be the main man. I'm not going to accept being second fiddle to Michael Cooper. And if Cooper's out injured, we've always said Davis isn't good enough. Well, I've certainly banged that drum, and I don't like... I think I'm right. I don't like being right about that. Just absolutely. Oh, it's infuriating. Ben Mee goes close at the far post. It was a United free kick that I didn't even know we'd won. It's Adji Wright that's knocked it out behind for a corner. Come on, it's been a tale of corners, hasn't it? So Sam McCallum. Okay, so it's not his chance to shine, says Ellen. What a moose. Covhead clears it. Oh, Callum O'Hare goes for a volley and it's well over the bar. Well over the bar. John Asquith, my business coach, says Ogbeni is horrendous. He's not a right back. He's not a right wing back. He's a poor winger. Where is Sariki? Danny Ings getting warmed up now. Yeah, and Hinchcliffe, they've really attacked the second half, deserved the lead. Nearer to my house than net that, Callum. Here comes Callum O'Hare, storming forward, and he passes it directly to De Silva. Smashing us down the right-hand side, says John. I don't understand this formation. Tanganga playing two positions and switching. Why can't we play a 3-5-2? It's not that hard, is it? You lads have looked fairly decent. When luck's against you, those goals happen. Kev says, again, Wilder's left it too late for the substitutions. Basically, errors from the manager. I think it's a little bit harsh that today, Kev. I'm not saying you're not right in the grand scheme of things. At least Wilder will have another good excuse. There's been stupid mistakes, blah, blah, blah. He needs to start acting like he's in charge. Look, how can you say it's anything other than mistakes that have led to our 2 goals? I'm not saying it's good enough. I'm not saying it's justifiable. But it is 2 mistakes, isn't it, that? And that don't mean it's not to worry about then because it's 2 mistakes. It is something to worry about. Of course, it's something to worry about. But they're undoubtedly mistakes. It's just, are they good enough? Oh, here we go. Somebody's down. Sam McCallum's down. We're holding his head for a minute, but he's back up again because he realises he'll have to take 5 minutes on the sidelines. Chuffing Bobby Thomas. It would be Bobby Thomas, wouldn't it? Corner in. Peck doesn't beat the first man again. Me tries to scoop it round, but it's cleared by Cov. Can't just blame Davis. The corner could have been avoided, says Brett, and Tom agrees with Brett. Can't remember that corner we conceded, to be honest. Jack says classic Wilder. Wait for it all to fall apart before making a change. They're not fit enough this season, that's for sure, says Gaz. Time for a bit of pace to come on, says Kev. Oh. Okay. So Ings and Davis coming on. And here we go. Who they're replacing. So Ings for Cannon. .66 minutes. Ings for Cannon. And Tom Davis will be coming on. You've got to think for Riedveld. Won't be City, will it? Yeah, it is. The gyros come off. Come on, United. We've looked better with 2, though. We've looked better with 2. We can't forget these are best in league. Okay, Sam McCallum reads it well again. I'll tell you what, after a shaky start, McCallum has played well tonight. Well done, Callum Aware. Oh, Benny, take your man on. It's the only option. He tries and he gets tackled. And oh my God. Stealing a living. Mason Clark now. He'll take his man on. He'll take Tanganga on, one of the best defenders in the league. He'll take him on. And can he do anything with it? Yes, he can. He shoots. Near post. Davies parries. It's headed clear by United. Jesus. Second half panic stations again. I really think relegation is a real threat, says Mike. Ogbenny is horrendous. Get Ogbenny off, says Gaz. Ogbenny is slower than my father, says Meldrew. It's a free kick right on edge at box. Ben Mee looks in trouble here. Yellow card. Get Campbell off. Cannon played well tonight. How is taking off Tom Cannon instead of Campbell? It's a naughty one from Ben Mee as well. Benny is rubbish, says Carl. Get Sariki on, he has pace to burn. Yeah, it's got to be Sariki for Ogbenny, but it's not happened so far, has it? Why is he not taking Campbell off, says Ellen. Cannon much better in my opinion, I agree. Agree will look loads better balanced with two up front, says James. Means other teams can't play out from the back as easily and forces midfield and defence to step up higher. Yeah, it does. Cannon's been the better of the two. And Riedwald been the better of the two. God forbid he takes Peck off, says Rev. Might consider watching again after Jan if we sign some actual footballers, says Paolo. Right, says Cover a brilliant side to watch in fairness. They move the ball so fast. Yeah, they do. They do, but... Hang on, Torp's going to take this free kick. Ref's blown. It looked like he hit the bar, and then I think Hadji Wrights followed up and put it in, or Thomas Asante, but it wasn't. It was Thomas Asante that knocked it in, but it was the stanchion behind the goal, the one that holds the net up to make it a square net. It's like the pole that holds that up rather than the post. So it wasn't as close as it looked. Still good techers though. Tom Davies tackles himself and just passes it to Victor Torp, and who plays a lovely ball behind Tanganga. Mason Clark's in here, and McGuinness steps in and tidies up. Tanganga all over the place. He's not a right back, to be fair to him, but come on. Oh. Campbell off, One on, please, says Michelle. Yeah, get One and Sariki on for Campbell and Ogbenny. Reese says, as a Burnley fan, it seems like Ben has become very reactive and slow at reading the game. Sad to hear, but I'm not surprised he's saying that. He doesn't look great. James says, what happened with their second? Nipped down to let Doggo out and come back, and it's 2-1. Adam Davis happened, mate. John says, seriously though, what does Ogbenny actually offer us? I've no idea why he's in the squad, let alone the starting 11. What does he actually bring to the team? Am I missing something here? No, you're not, mate. You're not, mate. Tanganga's really, really struggling, says Will. I think Ogbenny's gun shy to open up after having done his Achilles. Possibly, Mark, but that were his main strength, were his pace. He was supposed to be a speed merchant. And now we're not benefiting from anything like that. Sariki on, please, says Bean. Take me off for Sariki. Would you? Oh, and have Tanganga move inside? Yeah, possibly. Okay, so Peck now with the ball. Birmingham 4-0 up at home to Millwall. Bristol City still losing 1-0 at home to Blackburn. Can Callum Aware get there? No, Carl Rushworth gets there. It's a good save from Rushworth. Charlton 0-0 with West Brom. Derby beating Hull 2-1. Ipswich still 1-1 with Watford. Leicester beating Borough 1-0. And Oxford still 3-0 down at home to Stoke. In all seriousness, do we have a recall on Gerbich? Is that what it's come to? Is that what this has come to? I assume we do. Mason Clark now hangs the ball to the far post. Sam McCallum has to knock it out for a corner. We are so far second best here. Emin says, what do you think needs to happen in January? Who needs to go and what positions need to come in? That I cannot answer in a watch along. That is a ramble all in itself. We'll be touching on it in the international break. But a lot is the very basic answer to that. We'll be talking about it, pal. The day Hinchcliffe says, oh, good about us, will be the day I grow a second head, says Tom. The man is a melt. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Headed clear by United. Victor Torp heads it back in. I think it's me that heads it back clear. But it ends up with Mason Clark down the left-hand side, who can't control it, even though he's given the freedom of Coventry. I'm terrified every time it's in our box, says Michelle. Get Steve Simonson back at this rate, says Walton. Hilly says, horrendous. McGuinness and me are absolutely shocking. Worst centre-back duo I've ever seen at United. Ogbenny runs straight into defenders with the ball, and I've said this on every watch-along. We had Reece Norrington-Davis and Jack Robinson earlier in the season. Fodderingham, anyone? No, thank you. As a backup, maybe. Brooks and Sariki getting warmed up. How is Ogbenny on the pitch 73 minutes in, says Mark Meldrew. Campbell offside. Campbell. Here come Coventry again. Sam McCallum steps in and wins it. Sam McCallum's had I stand by it, after a poor first 5-10 minutes, he's really stepped up, Sam McCallum, tonight. There's a reason Burrows hasn't been lining up on the sideline. Tom Davis with a really tough ball into Campbell. Too hard, that, Tom. But he hassles and he harries Matt Grimes, comes out second best. Grimes retains, gives it to Torp. Chris says, Jimmy, how can any team with ambition have such a poor number 2 keeper? I don't want to go in on him. But we've known it for a long time. It's a risk we've been running, and now Cooper's injured. We're going to potentially feel the effect of it. Ty Campbell, offside again. He's pretty much stood on halfway line. How can he be so lazy to be caught offside there? Ty, swap here. Wilder's saying. Sonny says, most frustrating thing about this match is that we've lost this game down to our own errors. Same as Preston, we lost our identity after 45 minutes. All-time low this, not sure how Wilder rectifies it. Ben says, evening Jimmy, individual errors once again. Wilder can't do any more. Once the players cross that white line, only upgrades will get us out of this mess. Roll on January, up the blades, up the ramble, like and subscribe. Hilly says, Jack Robinson played a lot better than these two at the back when I weren't his biggest fan, but I'd have him back in a heartbeat at the minute. Not for me, but offside again, says Gaz. Come on. Again. Mate, I know. Simple stuff, innit? Simple stuff. It's a good job we have the Ramble. Incredible community. Thank you, Alex. Hard to get through seeing your team like this. So it's McGuinness and Ogbenny off for Sariki and Brooks. So that'll be Tanganga into the middle, Sariki as was suggested, and Brooks for Ogbenny. So I'm sure that'll be on the right. Or is Brooks going over to the left? No, Brooks on the right. Mark McGuinness isn't fancied, is he? By Wilder. Nor me, by the way. I think once we get a right back in, he's the man to drop out. Lee, I'm glad Lee's put that in the chat and not on the actual chat because it's a family channel. But yes, Ogbenny is that. Jimmy, we're going down, says B. Don't think we're going down, pal, but we're a mess. Still think we get something from this, says Michelle. You're right. Goals, 76 minutes plus. Coventry 6, Sheffield United 1. And Hinchcliffe saying, goals, late goals, not their forte. Shut up, Andy Hinchcliffe. You melt. Thanks, Tom, for that. I'm using that. Okay, that's Family Channel, isn't it? Shut up, Andy Hinchcliffe. United throw. Hey! It ain't over yet. A late equaliser will do us the world of good, says Stick. Yes, it will. Tom says, tell you what'd be interesting. Wilder's post-match. See how he'll sugarcoat this time. Simply not good enough individually. Lost out on one-on-one battles. Not won a second ball since the goal. Poor. I'll tell you what. Undoubtedly, it's 2 errors that have cost us the goals. I wouldn't disagree with that part of it if that's what he's to say, which he will say. But we have been really bad second half. Really, really bad. And to take Tom Cannon off. And it's not because Tom Cannon... Oh, here we go. Hang on. Sariki inside. Oh, Sidney Peck with a shot that's blocked and it's out for a corner. Femi Sariki causing problems already. Him and Brooks linking well. Brooks wins it out wide on the left. Plays Sariki in down the right. Sorry, not on the left, on the right. Plays Sariki down the line. Who pulls it back for Sidney Peck, who has a shot. It's Torp that blocks it. Sam McCallum. Corner. Whipped in. Decent again from McCallum. Oh. Tom Davis was lining up a volley, but he read it from about 4 streets away. And it's blocked. And then the cross comes in. Smacks Tom Davis on the arse and goes out for a goal kick. Apologies for my language. Any chance of Peck ever having a shot which isn't blocked? But Gaz says Peck's so unlucky, deserves a goal soon. Shocking. Brooksy now on the right hand side. Will he cut into? Yes, he will cut inside. Of course he can. And then he's going to go after. He's forced out wide right. All left foot this, but crosses with his right. Well done, and it's on top of the net. Unlucky, unlucky boy, unlucky. He's just not as effective on the right hand side, is he? But at least he's lively. What I was saying was, I'm not saying Tom Cannon is a world beater. He's certainly not. But if you're sticking with the 2 up top, which I don't mind at all, I want us to have 2 up top. Why is Campbell, who's been blowing since the 40th minute, why is he still on the pitch? It's not because Campbell's a worse player than Cannon. He's not. But Campbell's not fit. Campbell's been asked to drag along his backside for the last 40 minutes of the game. Oh, infuriating. Oh, Callum Ware nicks it high up the field. Here comes Tyrese Campbell. Has a shot on goal. It's blocked, but it falls to Tom Davis, who finds Andre Brooks, who's going to go on his left-hand side. It's not a Peck, then gets a shot blocked. We're not quick enough. We're so predictable. So predictable. Why isn't anyone having a first-time shot there? It's going to be a long throw from McCallum. Cross. Oh no, it's out wide to Davis. Come on, Tommy Davis. McCallum now, left-hand side, crosses in. It's very deep. And did it go out of play? No, well, it's certainly gone out for a throw because Campbell's never reaching that, is he? Oh! Time running out for Sheffield United again. Looked offside then, but Sariki's there anyway. He clears it. Neil says, congrats on 10k, Jim. Subscribe when you're around 6k. What a ride. Brilliant. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Swear to God, if I hear we've hung on in there, I'll go mad. It's not over yet, mate. It's not over, don't worry. Campbell poor again, says Chris. Mark says the 10k is pretty sweet. It's very sweet, mate. Very sweet. I love it. Thank you. Matt says 20k before League One opening day. Don't be like that. Here come Cov. And I tell you what, Sariki tries to muscle him out. Falls on his backside. And it's a corner to Cov. Yeah, it is. Oh, excuse me. It is. It's a corner. Sariki got a touch. Even though he claimed he didn't. He's had a haircut. He's no longer got the wispy little bits at the back. Just tied into a neat little bun, I think, at the back of his head. Just for those fashionistas out there that are interested. Corner to Cobb then. Right foot in swinger. Adam Davis? No, thank God. Ings clears and then chases his own clearance down. Rushworth knocks it long. Andre Brooks does well. It's going to be another corner. Oh, thought it was. The goal kick. Matt says Campbell's had a 6-month spell of quality in his whole career. Not sure why everyone's pinning their hopes on him coming good. I think I said that as well. I think I said that in the summer. Poor choice in passes up front again, says Michael. At least nobody will come in for any of our players in January. I have to admit Ings is non-existent, says Gaz. I don't think we've given him long enough, to be fair, mate. We need a keeper, says Chris. Has Ings touched the ball yet? He's cleared it once on PJ, and that's about it. How many of our lot have already been on the phone with their agents? Mind you, will anybody want them? Says Mike. 85 minutes now. Oh dear, oh dear. Best start setting up 90 after 90, ain't I? No, I don't like living under your spotlight. Ay, ay, ay. We don't like seeing that. That's going to have to be the thumbnail, I think. If I make the thumbnail now, then I could potentially jinx us, couldn't I? Sariki tries to win it, but he gets a corner for United. Well done, Sariki. He's strong there. I don't like living under your spotlight. Just because I think I'm right. Oh, Brooks in the box. McCallum shoots. He gets another bite of the cherry. We want a handball, but we're never going to get it. Tom Davis wriggles his way through. No, he can't. Well defended by Cov. Ben Mees flicking the ball on. Tyrese Campbell now muscles his way through in the box. That's good. Oh, it's a ball across the 6-yard box. It's cleared and Rushworth collects. Excuse me. No, I don't like. Yep, that'll do. And the score is going to be. It's going to stay at 2-1. That's what I'm saying. Because I'm trying to jinx us. 2-1. So it's a free kick to Cov. Victor Torp is deep. Oh, is he going to get booked here for time wasting? Okay, 88 minutes. Come on, United. Callum away. And it's scooped over by Rushworth. Did well there, Callum away, bursting into the box. Danny Ings plays him through, but Ings has a lot of work to do. He gets a little bit lucky with it bobbling for him. And it's well defended by Coventry. Oh, Rushworth dived for it, but it's brushed his fingertips, they're saying. But it were a curling corner that missed everybody apart from Rushworth, who tipped it. Didn't really manage to even change direction, but it's gone out for another corner to United. In swinger, headed clear for another corner. That's poor from Adji Wright. Crossed in, cleared by Cov. How has Sariki not been involved in this side, by the way? Absolutely criminal. Here we go. Oh. Where had the ball and Brooks took it off him. Just no communication really, but it's reactions in final third. Okay, we're into 4 minutes of added time. About a minute gone. Cov making a sub. Why wouldn't you? Fair enough. Oh, here's literally our only outlet, says John. What's betting he goes in Jan? Don't. Loads better since subs have come on. Come on, we can get the equaliser, says Gaza. I hope you're right, mate. I hope you're right, but corners from Peck have been decent. Interesting. I think McCallum's have been better, if I'm honest. Although Peck's did lead to the goal, so fair point. Some positives. Peck better tonight. Cannon played all right. McCallum good after the first 10. Second best, but as expected, up the blades, up the Ramble. Adam Davis comes out to clear. 92 minutes on the clock. Come on, McCallum downfield now. Headed clear by Van Uwyk. O'Hare picks up the ball. Tries to get it into the box. Can't steer it that way. Thomas Asante does well. It's a great tackle from Sidney Peck. And another one from McCallum against the Coventry man for a Sheffield United throw. Tom Davies now. Come on, Tommy D. Brooks on the right-hand side. Peck crossed and Rushworth collects. Catches. Love that Sariki offers us what no one else offers. Pace. That's right. It was Jamie Allen coming on for Victor Torp, by the way. We really are going down with the Wendy's, says Carl. We're not going down. We're not going down. Okay, now downfield Davies. Davies collects the ball. It's got to go straight down the pipe. It does. Campbell got to get up. Don't just watch Bobby Thomas head it away when there's 30 seconds of the game left. Right, Callum away down the left-hand side. Sam McCallum's marching on the underlap. Ben Mee just puts Tom Davies in all sorts of trouble there. Gets robbed of the ball. And all they've got to do now is come away with it because we're in 90. He's almost about to hit 94. He's onside. Hadji Wright's onside here. He's going to finish us off. Thomas Asante puts it in. I've got to change my chuffing thumbnail. The worst Blades team since this Adkins season. Since the Adkins season. Not really one player to truly like. Need two up top and we move our best number 10. Play the best centre-back at right-back. We don't have wingers, so we play 4-4-2. Lol. Tell you what. He looked offside to me. I nearly swore then on stream, actually, which I'm pleased I didn't. Tell you what, oh, can't tell you what, can I? Full time. Full time. Well, as Neil Warnock said, pick the positives out of that one. Right. I'm just about ready to go with 90 after 90, I think. Obviously got to make some late changes now. So frustrating. So frustrating. I'll get to last year comments in just a second. Right. Let's make this public so we can all jump straight on. I've got it scheduled for 10, but I think we're just going to... I'll read a couple of comments and then we'll just jump straight into it if everybody's good with that. This team, what does this team do to us? Tom Davis and Frank Lampard having a laugh. Lovely to see. Friends. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying just towards back end of this, and then we'll go and be miserable on 90 after 90. Wilder out, says Niall. Is that genuine? Is that what people think? Embarrassing finish, says Chris Jimmy. I'll put a tenner in the swear box for you, pal. Thank you, mate. Ian says, granted, Cov are having a good season, but I wouldn't be so confident about staying up. George says, been an absolute disgrace. Players can't string 2 passes together. COH, Callum Ware, the only one with any credit whatsoever. Liam says, what is that defending? Wow. Play to the whistle. Stood around waiting for the offside call. We've now lost more than we did last season, says Matt, and we're only just into November. 9 goals in 3 games. This is relegation form. Sorry, Jimmy. Can't see how you believe we'll stay up. It's horrendous, isn't it? It's horrendous. Positives of the first half. Yeah. Relegation battle, says Chris. Straight down the tunnel again. Wilder would be milking it if we'd won. Regardless, says John, play to the whistle. All standing about, flailing their arms, just get back. Absolutely right. Is there any positives out of that game? Really? Yeah, I think there are. Hi, Jimmy. Sorry your celebrations couldn't continue after 10k. Big ask against Cov. Yeah, it was. Need to sort this, says Gaz. Mistakes all the time. My dad says should have gone on the ride instead. Judsy says quality from the Blades. I know it's against the top of the league, Bram. In the manner we lost this, we made them look good. Nothing in the second half could tell the result after the equaliser. 100% League One. Butch says we need a good January window. Keep the faith with Wilder. I will, personally. Butch Northeast Blade says when confidence is low, players struggle and everything feels against us. Keep looking at the positives. Not so many tonight. And don't despair yet. January is going to be crucial. I want to say thank you to everybody for joining us on this watch along. I'm going to jump across now pretty much straight away. A minute, 90 seconds before we're live on 90 after 90. So thanks to everyone for joining us. Come on, you red and white wizards. Up the Blades. Stay up the Blades.
Shout, shout.